there has been rumblings that basically, Kelsey Plum wanted to get the hell away from them. Meaning Becky Hammon and A'ja Wilson. And I'm here to tell you guys, it is looking like that way because none other than Kelsey Plum actually fired shots at the Las Vegas Aces in her opening press conference interview.
Nobody expected this. Kelsey Plum just spoke out, and she didn't hold back. The Las Vegas Aces, once the most dominant team in the WNBA, are now falling apart, and Plum is making it clear she's not looking back. But why does she blame A'ja Wilson for the team's downfall? And why is she standing up for Caitlin Clark while calling out her former team? Let's break it all down. The Aces were unstoppable.
Now, we know throughout the offseason there has been a lot of chatter behind the scenes in regards to the Las Vegas Aces. The Las Vegas Aces team was completely derailed at the conclusion of the season, which leaving a lot of people to speculate what the hell is going on.
Until they weren't for the past 2 seasons, the Las Vegas Aces dominated the WNBA, winning back-to-back championships and building what looked like an untouchable dynasty. With stars like A'ja Wilson, Kelsey Plum, and Chelsea Gray, they had everything: talent, coaching, and a winning culture. But then things started falling apart.
Just a question for Kelsey. You came from a place in Las Vegas that really valued player health and player experience. I'm just curious what it was about LA that convinced you that the Sparks would also provide a high-quality player experience and amenities.
At first, it was just whispers, talk of unhappy players, locker room tension, and quiet frustrations. Then, one by one, players started leaving, and when Kelsey Plum made her shocking move to the Los Angeles Sparks, she dropped a statement that sent shockwaves through the league. "I've never been treated better." Those 5 words said it all. Kelsey Plum's exit was more than just a trade. Most players thank their old team when they leave.
I will say every step of the way, they have not just met but exceeded my expectations. And I've been treated better than I've ever been as a WNBA player. And I think that, at times, people have their own experiences, but I can speak for myself, and this has been first class.
They express gratitude, wish their former teammates the best, and move on. But Plum's statement wasn't just a farewell, it was a message. Fans immediately started asking, what went wrong in Las Vegas? Plum's exit was part of a larger pattern. She wasn't the only one leaving. Kate Martin went to the Golden State Valkyries.
That this franchise is extremely valuing the opportunity to be able to support players in any way that they can. And I've seen that firsthand. And, obviously as the franchise, we continue to build on this year. And, there's been a lot of change in the last couple years with, coach and management and things like that. I'm excited to be part of the new wave, and, we'll be able to show players that this is a place where LA, you want to play.
Tiffany Hayes took off for another team. Alicia Clark returned to Seattle. Sydney Colson landed in Indiana. The Aces weren't just losing talent, they were losing their identity. And then the real question came up: why was everyone leaving? Becky Hammon's leadership under fire. Becky Hammon was hired with the promise of building a championship culture. And for a while, she did just that. But then controversy struck. The biggest scandal, the Dearica Hamby situation. Hamby was allegedly mistreated by the Aces after announcing her pregnancy.
Better than I ever have been as a WNBA player. Now, that is the comment there that is raising eyebrows amongst fans in regards to Kelsey Plum, stating that she's been treated better so far than she has ever been.
The WNBA launched an investigation, and the Aces were hit with severe penalties, fines, a lost first-round draft pick, and a suspension for Hammon. Fans who once saw the Aces as the gold standard suddenly had doubts. Plum's exit and her choice of words only added fuel to the fire. Was Hammon running a toxic locker room? Did players feel undervalued?
It's just a perfect mix of preparation and opportunity. I've been chomping at the bit to get the opportunity to be able to lead and show, who I am as a player on a different scale. And so I'm just really excited about that. And I've never been more ready. And, I think some people might be surprised, but no one that really knows will be.
The list of questions kept growing. A'ja Wilson's role in the drama. While the Aces crumbled, one player stayed firmly at the center: A'ja Wilson. She's the face of the franchise, a 2-time MVP, and the unquestioned leader of the team. But here's where things get tricky. Some former Aces players have hinted that Wilson received special treatment.
It's over. It's over. It's over. The reign of the Aces is over. I understand the shortest dynasty in the history of the sport of basketball. You know, I've never heard of a dynasty that won 2 championships and then was done, because you're seeing all the ring-chasing free agents getting out of Vegas.
That her MVP status meant the spotlight was always on her, while other players, like Plum, were left in the background. Some say Plum wanted a bigger role, but in Las Vegas, there was only one true superstar.
We have to get better. We have to really take a sharp look at ourselves, look ourselves in the mirror, see our shortcomings, and then, you know, you got to make the moves necessary, whatever that means, to put the best product that we possibly can. It's not going to be the same group probably next year. It just won't. And I'm sad about that, because I really like that group. They were a pain in my ass, but I was a pain in their ass too.
Aja. And then there's the rumored contract drama. Some reports suggest the Aces may have been offering extra incentives to keep certain players happy, benefits that weren't exactly league approved.
I don't want to be great for you guys, no offense, but I want to be great for my team. I want to be great for this franchise. It is hard as shit. It is hard as shit, because there's tons of people that want to break you down. Great teams in this league that are going to try to come after you every single night. But when it comes to taking accountability, I have no problem in that, because I want to be great. I want to be great for my teammates. So yes, it can start in practice. Yes, it starts in training camp. Yes, it starts in the wins and the losses. But I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to challenge myself and my teammates every single day. Because when you're talking about greatness, it starts with consistency.
If true, that could explain why so many players suddenly felt the need to leave. Why Kelsey Plum is defending Caitlin Clark. Now, this is where things get even more interesting. In the middle of all this, Plum has publicly backed Caitlin Clark, the NCAA's biggest star and projected #1.
Then, of course, there is Tiffany Hayes, who, guys, Tiffany Hayes was not even supposed to be in the WNBA last season. She had actually retired in the offseason of 2024.
One WNBA draft pick. Some people have criticized Clark, questioning whether she'll adjust to the WNBA's physical style. But Plum isn't having any of it. She's made it clear Clark belongs in the league, and anyone doubting her is just adding fuel to her fire. Some fans believe Plum sees a bit of herself in Clark. Both were high-scoring guards in college, both face their share of critics, and both have something to prove.
Doesn't make any sense by any stretch of the imagination. In what way would you not want to play in Indiana, the place where you're getting sold out arenas, the most viewership on television, playing with a player who was top 3 in MVP voting as a rookie, who clearly elevates her teammates around her? She scores a lot, but she is also dishing out the ball, able to elevate everyone around her. Why wouldn't you want to be in that system?
But while the Aces are falling apart, Plum has found a fresh start in LA and a new rising star to support in Caitlin Clark. The Indiana Fever and Golden State Valkyries are ready to take over. With the Aces struggling, other teams are stepping up. The Indiana Fever have quietly built a powerhouse. They've added veterans like Dawana Bonner, Natasha Howard, and Sophie Cunningham. Plus, they already have young stars like Aaliyah Boston and
title contenders. Every day they have something new for us in free agency. And today it's Miss Dawana Bonner. 6-time WNBA All-Star and WNBA champ, a veteran in this game, can pretty much do it all. Also an enforcer, nasty defense. Should I continue? We have a new starting 5. Caitlin at the 1, Kelsey at the 2, Dawana at the 3, Natasha Howard at the 4, and Aaliyah Boston at the 5.
Kelsey Mitchell. If they land Caitlin Clark, they'll be a serious threat. Then there's the Golden State Valkyries, the WNBA's newest expansion team. They wasted no time grabbing Kate Martin after the Aces let her go, and the rumors say they're not done. They're looking to poach more talent from Vegas. A year ago, nobody would have imagined the Aces falling from the top. Now, teams like Indiana and Golden State are ready to take their place. The question now is simple. Can Las Vegas fix this before it's too late? What do you think? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the WNBA.